Hi everybody, today's focus, I am testing the Yonnder E1 cordless stick vacuum cleaner. A little bit ago, a representative from the Yonnder E1 cordless vacuum cleaner reached out to me and asked me if I was interested in reviewing their cordless vacuum cleaner. I said absolutely, I love testing vacuum cleaners. Before we get started, I want to let you know that the Yonnder E1 company has no editorial control over this video, and they will not receive a copy of this video before I publish it. They did give me some information about the cordless vacuum cleaner to help me decide if I wanted to make a video for it. So I'm going to run down some of those features for you, and we'll be testing them as I go along. So the first one is that it's a cordless vacuum cleaner. So it has a rechargeable battery. It has strong suction. It does have 2 modes, and the suction should last about 35 minutes on hard floors and about 18 minutes on carpet mode. So that's interesting. We'll test that. And recharges in about 4 hours. It also has a HEPA filter and an LED light display on the front, and it gets really low. It lays really flat, so you're supposed to be able to get it under furniture. It's also considered lightweight. I think they said only about 4.5 pounds, which is good because right now, I actually threw out my back the other day getting out of my car. Go figure. So testing a lightweight vacuum cleaner could have come at a better time. So let's open up the box and see what it looks like inside. So on the box, we can see it comes with an extension tube, the floor head, crevice nozzle, a combination nozzle, a cleaning brush, an adapter charger, wall bracket, filter, and wall fixings. It also indicates here parts of the body of the vacuum, the collection container lid, the dust release button, the dust container, the battery release button, the battery indicator light, the floor carpet lights, the floor carpet button, power off and on, and the handle. Let's just have a look through the manual really quickly. So it shows in the front just the Yonnder E1, which is fine. It goes through important safety information, has a product review, which is the same picture that was on the box. Talks about product installation, so we'll do this step by step. A getting started section and how to charge the vacuum, how to install the wall mount, cleaning and maintenance of the vacuum cleaner, and troubleshooting. This E1 vacuum cleaner should not be stored upright and just leaned against a wall. Okay, it should be hung up using the wall mounts that come with the vacuum cleaner. So that's important to note. It's not the kind of vacuum cleaner you can just kind of prop it up against a wall. So it seems like a pretty typical manual with everything that we need to know as we get started with this vacuum cleaner. So we have the manual, floor head, the crevice nozzle, the body itself, combination nozzle, extra filters, cleaning tool, wall mount kit, and the extension tube. Remove the battery from the base. Plug in the adapter. Plug the adapter into the wall. Insert the extension tube onto the body of the vacuum and push to secure. A click will be heard. Push the floor head into the extension tube. Now that it's done charging, insert the battery. Overall, I've really enjoyed using the Yonnder E1 cordless stick vacuum cleaner. Let me share with you some of my favorite features. First, it is lightweight. I explained to you in the beginning of this video that I threw out my back. So I've had a lot of pain on my left side from my lower back to my hip to my butt down to my leg. I just kind of pulled something. It's kind of been zippy, really sore. So I was a little hesitant to testing a vacuum cleaner because I was like, am I really going to be able to lift it and move it? And I was able to use it just fine. That really made me happy that I was able to at least test this vacuum cleaner while I was in a bit of pain. I like that it's cordless. All of my vacuum cleaners that I have are corded vacuum cleaners. And sometimes I complain about the length of the cord because I get annoyed having to unplug and move to another spot. Some of my vacuum cleaners have very long cords, which is great, but this one is cordless. So I actually like that feature. The battery pack has an indicator light on it to tell you how much battery life you have left. I timed it when I was doing the floor mode and I was able to get a little over 35 minutes on this battery runtime. So it's just right where they say it should be. And when I was doing the carpet, I got just under 18 minutes. So that's fantastic. So there was enough battery life on the floor mode for me to do my first floor and the stairs and part of my balcony, which is a lot. I didn't realize how long it actually took me to vacuum my home. I've never timed myself doing this before. Now, as for the carpet mode, I only have one room in my house that has carpet, and that's my son's bedroom. So I literally just sat there and kept going over and cleaning his carpet over and over and over again until the battery ran out. So I don't know how many rooms it really would clean, but it was about 18 minutes worth. I do feel like it has powerful suction. It picked up a ton of dirt in here. My floors looked really good and clean after vacuuming with this. I have no complaints at all with the suction. I really like the dust cup. It held a good amount. Now when I was cleaning my floor, I made sure my floor was really dirty on purpose because that's how I do my tests. And I ended up by emptying it, I think 2 times in the 35 minutes of me testing it, which I wasn't really surprised because there was a lot of sand and dirt and food crumbs on the floor, so that was good. But I really like the dust cup because there's no bag. I like vacuum cleaners that don't have bags because I think those are just very outdated and done with. And I like that it's easily cleanable. I like that you can take out the filters and wash them. I love reusable, washable vacuum cleaner parts. I do think its most unique feature though is how flat the floor head brush gets. This is incredible. You're really able to just completely go flat and vacuum underneath areas. Now, upstairs on my balcony area, so you could see in the video, now maybe I'll try to put it over here so you can see it there also. We have part of the balcony where we put all the plants, and then a wire railing, and then the hallway. Okay, so normally when I'm vacuuming or have to clean the part of the balcony that has the plants on it, I have to bend over to pick up all the plants, which today with my back would have been impossible because I really can't bend easily. Then I have to lift up a vacuum cleaner over the rail, then try to vacuum with it sideways. It's very, very difficult to do, and oftentimes I don't clean that area that often. Sometimes I'll take a cloth and a Swiffer and I just kind of like get through and I try to do my best, but it doesn't ever get really super clean because it is a pain. It is very hard to clean. We designed this house. I don't know what we were thinking. We wanted a, well, I do know what we were thinking. I wanted a balcony so I could put plants on because we love plants. My son, actually most of those plants are my son's. We love plants. And it's a beautiful spot. It gets fantastic light. But cleaning the dust that collects on the floor is very difficult. This was perfect. I was able to get it right under the wire and vacuum. And since it swivels so easily, look at the swivel it does. Like, that's incredible. If you could see it better like this. With that swivel, I was able to get around the plant pots in front of this area. I think this is absolutely fantastic. The other thing I like about this is the LED lights. That's kind of a cool feature we can actually see. Now, I didn't realize how much dust on the floor you could see when the light projects onto the floor. So when I was cleaning my bedroom with it, So I'm vacuuming along, and to me, I was like, oh, there's not much dirt on the floor of my bedroom, but I'm trying to run the battery life out because I'm trying to test it, so I'll go in here. But when the light was shining on the floor of my bedroom, I could see all the dirt and dust that was there. So it lit up the floor very well so I could see where the dirt was. I actually really like that feature a lot. The other thing I like is it's really easy to clean. You just pull that out, slide it out. That's super simple. And yes, I did have hair collected on here, but using the tool and a toothpick for some spots. So right along here, in this edge here, I did have some tightly wound hair. So what I needed to do is just take a toothpick and pick it out a little bit, just a little, so then I could take the cleaning tool to cut it and pull the rest of it out. But, you know, we have 3 people in this household that have very long hair. My hair is down past my middle of my back. It's long, I do shed. It is what it is. So all my vacuum cleaners end up by getting hair wrapped around in them. It's just what it is. It wasn't hard to clean. It's just one of those things, if you have long hair, you just want to make sure you check the end and pull out all the hair so it doesn't get stuck. Another thing I liked is how easily it swivels. It maneuvers really easily and very, very smooth. It's so much more maneuverable than a heavy vacuum cleaner. You know, the old big hunker vacuum cleaners. But it picks up dirt, I'd say comparable to my big heavy vacuum cleaner. I also like that the pole is extendable. So you probably saw when I was cleaning my stairs, which was super easy to do, especially with a very sore back, I was able to adjust the pole length to fit from where I was standing on the stairs and where I was vacuuming. Let me show you the height though of the vacuum cleaner, extended and not extended. So this is it fully extended. I'm about, I don't know, 5'2" or so. So this is a little high for me. The elbow bent this high. Not comfortable for me. But I can click it down a little bit, make it a little smaller, probably to there. And that makes a much more comfortable vacuum for me. So I like that it's adjustable. I also like the crevice tool. This was good for like getting the dust off at baseboards, and I'm sure it would be good like going in car seats. You know when your car seats get all crummy from your kids? It's probably really good for that. It's a good crevice tool, just a regular standard crevice tool. And the brush tool, I like this also for when I was vacuuming the couch. It does feel, and I'll be very honest, this is probably my only con I have about this product. This does feel a little flimsy to me. I'm a little nervous that it's gonna break someday. It doesn't have the same hard plastic quality that the rest of the vacuum has. It does feel a little less strong, I guess, than the rest of the vacuum cleaner, but I mean, it worked fine as an attachment. The rest of the vacuum cleaner worked fine for me and feels fine. It's a very lightweight vacuum cleaner. The plastic does always have a click when you're getting to a spot where you want to be. So it's a good indicator that it is where you want it to be. Detaching the accessories is pretty easy. I mean, you push that little button and you take them out. To put them back in, you just click. It's very simple. It reminds me of my Shock Navigator, where I got a little concerned, and I still am concerned, about plastic rubbing on plastic. That was one of my biggest concerns and complaints about my Shock Navigator, was the plastic on plastic. Over time does wear out, so I'm not certain how long it'll take to wear out plastic. I'm gonna guess a long time, because my Navigator hasn't worn out, and I was worried about that. But that's something that, you know, is just to be noted. But the plastic does keep it really nice and lightweight. Again, I think this is really one of the best features of this vacuum cleaner is the weight. If you watch my other videos, you'll know I have a shoulder injury also. So I am like in rare form today, right? I have a shoulder injury that I've had lifelong, right? So this is an injury that I have to deal with constantly. And my left hip today is all off. But it is light enough for me to be able to lift with my injured shoulder, which says a lot. There's not a lot of stuff that I can do this with because I do have such a bad shoulder injury. So I really think if you're looking for a vacuum that's lightweight, this is really a good one to try. I mean, I don't plan on vacuuming the walls. Or let's say I want to clean above the windows. Instead of getting a step stool and a rag, I really could just take this. Oh, I might need to extend it a little bit. Let's do 2 clicks. How's that? Now this is my bad shoulder. I mean, I'm able to do that, which is impressive for me. That's a hard motion for me to do. So thank you, Yonnder, for allowing me to test out this E1 cordless stick vacuum cleaner. Again, I love the fact that it's cordless. Even though it is cordless, it does have quite the powerful suction. It's nice and lightweight. The stick can adjust, which I think is fantastic for a variety of applications. That swiveling head is amazing. Look how flat that gets. I really can't get over it because when I have I'm going to talk about this a little bit more. When I have a vacuum cleaner, normally, right, you go like this and the whole thing goes up like this, right? You know what I'm talking about. This doesn't. It lays flat. What? It's fantastic. And I look forward to using this to clean my home. Thank you again. So if there is a product that you would like me to test, do me a favor and put it in the comments section and I will add it to my viewer suggestion list. Or you can do what Yonnder did and mail me a product. My mailbox address is in the description below. Just do me a favor and send me an email first, like they did. That's also in the description below, so we can have a conversation about the product first. I hope you enjoyed this video. Take care. Have yourselves a great day.